Communications and Digital Technologies Minister Khumbudzo Ntshavheni. Well, she's on a 2-day visit to KwaZulu-Natal to monitor the digital migration process. She spoke to the SABC in uMlazi, south of Durban, where some residents received their set-top boxes.
Well, the 31st of March is the cutoff date for South Africa to move from analog TV to digital migration. And the Minister of Communications and Digital Technologies, Khumbudzo Ntshavheni, is in KwaZulu-Natal to keep track of the progress made in trying to implement this very enormous task that is going to be embarked upon come the 31st of March. 31st of March, are you going to be able to meet the deadline?
That's why we are going around the country, in particular in the provinces of the Western Cape, Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal. We're not Gauteng, the numbers were too low, so we've been on track there to make sure that everybody who applied by the 31st of October 2021 is connected. We've started in Western Cape and we went to Eastern Cape. Now we're in KZN, and we were happy with the pace of Western Cape and Eastern Cape. They've garnered the right pace. We're going to finish, and in the Western Cape, actually they've started with the new registrations for those who could not reach. In KZN, when I got in this morning at the main center, the Durban center, I was not happy with the pace at which sorting is there. We still have a couple of numbers that but between now and the switch off date, we can push them. When we're done with the visits around the communities, we're going to go back to make sure that we monitor that those that have to be sorted are sorted and the installers can pick up, and also the team of the department, USASA and Santec, can also help with the deliveries, because we are also doing distributions in households.
What's going to happen to those who had not yet applied for set-top boxes but who require them? Are they going to be switched off completely from the system?
Come the 31st of March is what we call end of dual illumination. Santec will only be illuminating on DTT. The switch off is going to take place, and we're encouraging our people that when the switch off takes place, if you have not applied, you can still go and apply at your post office, or you go and apply at stbregistrations.gov.za. It's zero rated, so you don't have to pay anything when you do that. You can apply with your 100 Rand phone. It doesn't need what we call a feature phone. It doesn't need a smartphone. So you can apply, and we have committed to Cabinet that we're going to those who apply after the 31st of October, even those who apply after the switch off, we're going to connect them within 3 to 6 months of the switch off. So the fact that we're switching off, it doesn't mean we're switching off or we're closing the applications for support. So we want South Africans to know that their government is available and ready to assist you. You had the feedback from the gentleman whose room we just went in the hostel, saying, government to Asebenza, meaning that government is working. We are really working, and it's finally here. It's finally happening. We are going digital.
Earlier on, Minister, I saw you visiting one of the distribution centers here in Durban. How many of these set-top boxes have you been able to distribute across the country?
So where we have a delay, it's here in KZN, and that was the main center. They're sitting with I think around 70,000, that are outstanding, which that number we should be able to cover in the remaining days.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
That's the Minister of Communications and Digital Technologies, Minister Khumbudzo Ntshavheni.